Ironheart might be the wildest disaster Marvel has ever dropped. And I don't say that lightly. You got a genius who gets expelled for helping students cheat, steals an Iron Man suit, and then builds an AI from her own brain that literally comes back as her dead best friend that got shot in a drive-by. I wish I was joking. Oh, and then she joins a gang because apparently black market deals are more empowering than, you know, doing it the good old-fashioned way. Let's break this down because somehow it gets even messier than it sounds. We open with Riri Williams, first seen in Wakanda Forever. She's now at MIT, brilliant, young, and talented, but yet she's running a cheating ring. She's pissed because she doesn't have enough resources to build tech like Tony Stark, despite being on a full ride with funding and access to labs. Like, girl, you already have more than most people will ever get. Anyway, she causes massive property damage, gets caught, and then decides to steal the quote-unquote Iron Man suit out of rebellion. I wanted to root for Riri, I really did. She's smart, she's confident, and she's really easy to root for. But the way she's written, she comes off like she's got a chip in her shoulder and no common sense. You got caught cheating, you caused an explosion, and now you're stealing advanced tech from the university? This is our hero? But hold on, it gets worse, and you're gonna wanna hear this part. So she goes back to Chicago and builds a new AI for her suit by scanning her brain since she lost access to her previous one after getting expelled from the university. Pretty cool sci-fi concept, right? Wrong. Like I mentioned earlier, the AI morphs into her dead best friend Natalie, who got shot in a drive-by in the show. Like, what even is the show at this point? This could have been an emotional arc. Dealing with grief, exposing trauma, something. But no, Natalie is just an AI that coexists. She shows up, makes a few jokes, and then we act like everything is normal. Like, Marvel, you good? Now she's broke, expelled, and somehow still refuses to sell her tech to any company on Earth. Now, instead of the proper way, she's recruited by Parker, who's essentially the chill gang leader, with a progressive Disney squad straight out of a Disney brochure. They say, we'll fund your work, but let us use your suit. And with no hesitation, she says yes. Forget ethics, forget consequences. Just let the gang use your billion-dollar armor. Idiot. Also, there's this arm dealer character who literally gives her essentially whatever she wants. Zero backbone, simp energy at its finest. So now we're thinking maybe this is going somewhere, maybe there's a twist, and then bam, it turns out Parker has this magical robe. Yes, a robe that's linked to some demonic entity that's possessed Parker. At this point, I don't know if we're watching a tech origin story or an episode of Supernatural. And sadly, this isn't just about Ironheart. Marvel's been spiraling, let's be honest. The Marvels, complete flop. Miss Marvel, I couldn't even finish it, the cringe was lethal. And finally, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think that one speaks for itself. Fans aren't hating because this is diverse. They're frustrated because the writing is lazy. The dialogue feels like it was written by an algorithm, and nobody feels real anymore. So yeah, Ironheart is just a weak Marvel project. It's a symbol of what happens when Marvel forgets to write for its people. And original fan bases. 3 years of development, dozens of writers, and millions of dollars, and somehow this is what we got? It's messy, it's unrelatable, and confused about what it wants to be. But hey, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you liked it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you found this helpful or informative, make sure you guys drop a like, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time.